pure intimidation. It's pure intimidation because the man in question, who everybody respects, I'm talking about Babalola, could have done it the other way around. By issuing the court someone, of course, he will make himself available before the court. Don't forget that before now, Farotimi himself have said that if there is a case for which is wanted in court, that he will make himself available. So it beat all imagination when we saw police from Ekiti State coming all the way to Lagos to arrest him, and he was ferried down to Ekiti State. I'm not saying anybody is above arrest. Don't get it twisted. What I'm saying is, what purpose do the police want to achieve? We even saw a Farotimi on handcuff in courts. You need to ask yourself, what purpose do they want to achieve? Is it intimidation? Is it to intimidate him? I think the best I can explain is the system is trying to fight, is fighting against him. The injustice is trying to fight, is fighting against him. Because if your essence is to get justice, I'm talking about Babalola, and you want a court to make pronouncements, is it until you hand him, you arrest him with police? I don't think that is what they needed, because whether I like it or not, a perception has been created in the public space, and the perception is that the man in question, Babalola, is trying to use his influence, his authority, his standing in the society to harm, to intimidate the man in question. And that, for me, in the research of it, should not be. I'm not saying Farotimi himself should not answer question when he's been accused, not like this accusation, but we should have allowed the thing to happen in a way and manner that it will not be seen that he's been intimidated. I understand that the allegation point to the fact that Lagos, the offense is committed in Ekiti State, because from what we understand is that the book is in circulation in both Ekiti and all of that. But beyond that, we understand that in Lagos State, where he was arrested, Lagos State already decriminalized defamation. It's a civil matter. Though it could be a criminal matter in Ekiti State, I'm not a legal practitioner, but I understand that Farotimi himself have filed some legal standing to challenge the arrest and prosecution. That we allow the court to make judgment so that we won't prejudice the outcome of the case. But the point we are looking at is why all this intimidation, why the high-handedness, over-seriousness on the part of the personnel who are handling the man in question. Because for me, I don't see the rationale behind the man being restrained in courts. Well, I do not know Farotimi as someone who is violent. I have not known him as someone who is a radical. Radicalists are talking about the terms of deviant acts. So what necessitated is himself being handcuffed in court. I think all these things are what we need to understand. Understand the person have asked the Minister of Interior that she should answer to Nigerians. Why was this man in handcuffs on courts when he appeared in court?
You're talking about the bail. You know, the last God, he was asked to pay 50 million naira.
It's 50 million.
50 million naira.
Bail normally is at the discretion of the court. For me, it is atrocious. It is stringent. Well, the man in question have said before now that he doesn't have money. That if you are fighting him, the only weapon he has is the truth. And of course, we understand that truth is powerful. But serving a bail condition of 50 million on someone who is just a legal practitioner, I'm not saying he's not comfortable as a Nigerian, but he has made it clear that he is not a millionaire. So is it because they want to place a condition that he may not be able to fulfill, just to perpetually keep him behind bar as long as the case goes on? So for me, I think there should be need to review that big condition if he's not able to meet it. Personally, I'm not under any illusion about the nature of Nigerian anti-corruption fights. Call it the FCC, call it ICPC. For me, since the inception of the national democracy in 1999 to date, I've not seen any government that seriously, vigorously fight corruption. All we've seen is handling of opposition, using the anti-graft agencies to fight perceived enemies. It has always been like that, and this time around it's not different. We have seen several governors, former governors, being invited by EFCC. At the end of the day, they perhaps get a staff from the list and have to go. So it is unlikely that you see a former governor in Nigeria who may not have misappropriated funds. Because if not for any other area, the area of local government fund, almost all the governors end up misappropriating, because when they go to Abuja through their respective accountant generals at the end of every month to collect what is due to the state and the local governments, when they come back, they don't normally give the local government what is due to them. They misappropriate. That does explain the reason they synergize to be the president to put the judgment that give local government financial autonomy on hold. As you can understand, that judgment is not yet enforced. So what I'm trying to say in essence is the governors, the EFC itself, or ICPC, whatever you call them, they are not fighting corruption in my own estimation and understanding. So even under Muhammadu Buhari, the much celebrated case of victory of EFCC, I'm talking about when they convicted two former governors. Before Buhari left office, they were given safe pardon. That made rubbish of everything Buhari, of all the successes they recorded in fight against anti-corruption. Because that thing will always do one thing. It will demoralize the morale of those who personnel of EFCC, ICPC, who are in the trenches fighting this anti-graft war. So, looking at just supposing that with what is happening to Farotimi, I think, like I just said earlier on, the condition given as bail for Farotimi is stringent, is outrageous. If he's not able to meet it, I think it should be reviewed.
Talking about Peter Obi's visit to Babalola, people are saying that why really and Farotimi. What can you pick up from that? And so far, he has not told us that was the reason for his visit is to beg Babalola. Yet,
I think the visit came too early. Normally, every conflict hangs on a round table, and conflict resolution is part of humanity. And again, settlement out of court is legal, is acceptable in Nigerian legal jurisprudence. So to that extent, it is not out of place if anybody is seeking alternative resolution of a case in court. So long as the parties involved are coming together to say, yes, we are interested in alternative resolution. But the issue is, you have to do it as such that it will not put your person at disadvantage. Because some people are having the perception that the man may be saying that this man is raped, he may be a tyconer, as someone who is a supporter of his political ambition, that he want to go and rally support for him by way of begging. But it's not clear whether he actually went there to beg, because we understand that after meeting with Babalola, he equally went and met with Farotimi himself in custody. But however, I'm of the view that that visit was premature.